Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, just when you thought it was safe to go back into the internet, it's showtime. Okay, he's 73. The objective this evening will be to get him to 80 and get him all of his hero points so that he can be a Paragon when he grows up, which is hopefully in the next 2 hours. Might be a bit of a big ask. We'll see. We got like 8 levels yesterday. We need 7 more. Not quite. Daily login complete.
I know your face from my dream.
Let's sell some junk to get it out of the bags. At least temporarily. Go ahead and consume that. Sell this other junk, and hey, what do you know? We've got a little bit of space again. Because space is the final frontier. Hey, Lone Star Wolf. Good evening to you. Just doing that got us to level 74. I have no idea what we just did that got us to 74, but I'm going to take it because it's fun. Normally I would choose pizza, but it's mushroom pizza, and I hate mushrooms. So, I'm going to drop the cherry. But wow, that's more XP. Using food consumables. I am not averse to a little bit of cheesing at leveling. Never mind. Where were we? In Adventure Guide 4. We were not very freaking close. Events. Really? We only got 2 events done there, huh? That's disappointing. We need to log lumber, which is not a smutty euphemism, but definitely should be. Defeating Flame Legion. Entering World v. World. I can do that almost immediately. I have a friend on Cathedral of Blood, so I'm joining them.
Victory at any cost. Talk to me.
Battle Guild. Oh, somebody from Pew.
I know your face from my dream.
Okay, I want to travel now. I just want to go there and come right back. No, I don't want to actually queue up for it. Leave the queue. Yeah, I will go to one of the other places. How about that one? Just cheesing more levels. Gotta cheese some XP. Does that not count as being in World v. World? Hey, Vorp. That didn't count. Why does it not count?
Then the small scouting party saw me, and I was sure I was done for.
Well, you're still here, so what
It did. It gave me no XP, but it counted.
Use the last of my supplies to finish the siege golem.
The look on their faces when
Fine. What's the point if there's no XP? Maybe you'll be nice and give me some XP when I leave. Probably not, but would be nice. It says it gave me a... Oh, it did. Yeah, I'm almost 75. Never mind. At no point did I see the animation, so I do believe that it actually didn't draw in the animation until I had left. Much to my surprise. All right, we need to whack some lumber. Defeating Inquest using the Mystic Forge. Well, I think I can do that. I have not quite as many as I would like. I'm sure I've got a couple more things that... Oh, and of course I get two different ones because I opened green and yellow.
I was
Not as
manufactured
smart
to
as I
the
would like to
highest
believe.
standards.
Do you have any boxes of unidentified gear? We used to have some just sitting around. We do! Yeah, wow, we have 11 more than I thought. 3 will do. I have to get Lens to work on salvaging all those. We'll use the Mystic Forge, conveniently located right next to the Mystic Forge NPC. Well, yes. Let's go ahead and use those 4 and forge them. That's a level.
We have completed the task at hand.
Level 75 and a third. Let's check the levels. 55, 75, 55, and 72, and 56, the shoulders. They're only incredibly fugly. Did we also get some more hero points? We did. A little discipline. Does that come with any bondage? Just kidding. Next up. In the Character Adventure Guide, Volume 4, Transmuting Skins. That's easy. We go here, we go to the equipment, and we will transmute our other axe. Wardrobe. Axe. That is the dream. Will be dual-wielding dream-bound axes, then. We are now at 75 and 2/3, give or take. There they are. I just want to ask you something. We need 5 more. We're probably going to finish leveling before we get to that. We've got a log of lumber. Defeating veterans. Veteran enemies in Mount Maelstrom. Maelstrom also has... I'm sure it has any of those mobs. Inquest. And Sparkfly. That many Inquest and Sparkfly? Where? Flame Legion in Iron Marches. Let's go to Mount Maelstrom and see if we can't find some veterans to kill and some wood to harvest. You know, that kind of stuff. Back over to Sparkfly Fen. That one should do. I hope everyone's Monday has gotten their week off to a, well, it doesn't suck so far start. Welcome back. headed in the right direction, more or less. Alright, I believe we have mined sufficient quantities of mining stuff. You pretended to work remotely from home? Crazy snowing? Well, yeah, that's actually... There's a whole lot of that going around.
Kill them all. Getting pumped.
Sweden, where you're at, but it's usually very mild. A large part of the USA right now is undergoing extreme weather. I had to kill a bunch of Inquest anyway, so... Hey, stop with the anti-personnel turret. It's kind of personal. Oh, he moved. Coming at you. Boom! Way downtown. Bang. I've got, friends who are seeing, I'm gonna bonk, aren't I? Here, I'll read the journal. Who are seeing temperatures in the negative Celsius, which is bleeping cold. They don't expect us to do much, just be on Teams in case something breaks and needs to be fixed. Yeah, that's not that unusual. Been through that myself. I don't think I've ever been in here, so I'm going in here. This is where you can find me. Is this a JP? It's a JP, isn't it? I have been in here. It's a JP. Now you found me on Twitch. I'm everywhere. As long as everywhere you look is YouTube or Twitch. Yes, as someone who worked in IT, believe me, I understand the hey, every time I go by, you're not really doing anything. Yeah, really? You want to go complain to the fire department about them not doing anything? We're the same. Sometimes all we can do is polish our fire truck. That was a dick joke. Since you are a Swede, I will completely fail to impress you by telling you that I am distantly related to the House of Bernadotte, your king. See? I told you it would fail to impress you. Stream on here, but not YouTube. Yes, my mother's family coat of arms was quartered with the coat of arms from the House of Bernadotte, the royal family. Also, Bernadotte, a French marshal who was polite to an army in Swedish Pomerania, and so they made him king. That's it. That's the entirety. Let's see, I've got family, got relations with both the Nordstrom and Westerfeld families, which are good Scandinavian names. Where are we? We're looking for veterans to kill. Can't prove it because you'd need a DNA test for that. Your ancestor's the bastard son of the king, not the current king. That's what we've been able to find out from researching through church books and other things. Yes, the side of the family that, at least theoretically, had the coat of arms quartered with the Royal Arms was the Nordstrom branch of the family, which is not, as far as I know, actually any relation to Nordstrom, the ongoing commercial enterprise. King of the time had many lovers. Well, let's face it. If I was king, I would be wanting some of that too. Oh, okay. Well, we've got an unfriendly jaguar. In the words of Mel Brooks, it's good to be the king. I will res this player, and then they'll probably just stand there and die. But I've done my good deed for the day, even if no one will ever know it except you guys.
When you're hot, you're hot.
That is a level. Level 76. We have 3 levels already. Things are going gangbusters. I am in Mount Maelstrom, where there are a few more achieves I can try and get done to speed things up. I need to kill some veteran tier monsters. Probably 10, I'm guessing. Might be more than that, though. And I need to kill Inquest. Always a joy to kill the Inquest. More events would be good. This event is Revive Ambassador at the Aether Motive thingy.
On recon.
Crabs. And I didn't bring drawn butter.
Strong. Kill them all.
I will now res the crew leader. Crew leader? That's one of the ones I'm supposed to be killing.
And here I thought I'd seen too many destroyers already.
Okay, that's twice I've resed him. Hopefully he only has to get to there, but probably not.
Strong.
I feel strong.
Adrenaline rising.
Adrenaline is rising. All right, crew leader Amber. How many times am I going to have to res you from the dead? I'm 3 for 3. But I think it's just... the event failed? Say what? Oh. Well, we did need to kill veterans, so it's a veteran.
Strong.
I have defeated 1 of 3 veteran enemies. Yeah. Wake up, you lazy lump. Aether motive
Keep
power
off me while I
replay.
get the
Yeah,
Aether
forget
power relay
this.
back online.
I thought so. Waves of mobs. Haven't seen your comment on the VOD. Don't think so. Possibly. My memory for such things is inexact at best. I usually do comment in response. Down below. Down we go. Down below. More XP for me. Another event down there, but these are maps that haven't done vast numbers of times because frequently they're really annoying. A lot of times the events are multiple staged or very long or timed, and those things can be a real genuine drag. POI, that's XP. And it's below again. Okay. The end quest wanted some help. Allow me to help. I have to kill a bunch. Don't have flying, so you can't keep up. So clearly, you need to either get Secrets of the Obscure or all of Living World Season 4. I don't know if the turrets count as killing in quest. Probably not. I'm pretty sure that the golems count. Charge. And then, kaboom. Oh. It's more inquest. Here's a fact that not everyone who plays the game knows, that these mobs that you're seeing me fight, and this holds true for neutral mobs, not just hostile mobs, but they're worth more XP the longer they've been standing around not being killed.
Adrenaline fall.
So that one was worth 1,000 XP and an additional 1,000 XP for the length of time it's been since he was killed. Ah! If someone's saying surprise to me, I'm going to guess...
Kill 'em all.
NG. Uh-huh, that was what I figured.
I feel strong.
I am murdering for one of the Adventure Guide Volume 4 quests. And just basic XP. Why Sweet is on an American server? My guess is originally either you were not in Sweden when you played, or maybe a friend. Or friends. Maybe like former guildies from another game, that kind of thing. Or possibly over here by mistake, or possibly a content creator who is an ArenaNet partner, because ArenaNet partners can freely move between EU and NA. Started on an American server. Friend got you into Guild Wars 2. American Japanese. The friend was a pretty decent guess.
Kill 'em all.
Or guild. Charge, boom. Goes the dynamite. And kaboom.
Strong.
Lives in Japan on the American server. I think a lot of the APAC players play on the American server. 100 ping's not bad at all. I mean, maybe not good for, you know, structured PvP, but for basically anything else in the game, I would expect you should be fine. almost up to 77. That's 77. Yes, thank you for the leveling rewards. I'm aware. Hey, Golem boy, cut it out. I'm just trying to murder all of your oppressors in the inquest. You should be free to golem wherever you want. Golem wherever you want. Never mind.
Kill them all.
So, a week from tomorrow, we get two things. We get the return of the Lunar New Year, and also we get the new raid system, or at least the new strike system. More or less the same thing.
Kill them all.
Bit tired of the story at the moment. Spend hours running around grabbing hero points. Do you have access to any of the expansions? I don't remember. Did you say that you had bought the Heart of Thorns pack? I know someone said that recently. They bought the Heart of Thorns Path of Fire pack. I can't remember if that was you. First two. Because all of the hero challenges in there count for 10 points. Ah, okay. That I can see being a real problem. I can provide instruction. I have utility. I will do so in a minute. I will get out of here for long enough. Run around in zones you're now familiar with. If you've got access. For the storyline purposes, what you can do is you go to the story journal, Heart of Thorns, prologue, and it'll give you the option of starting. Also, there are places where you can go into the zones, even if you haven't opened them up yet, technically. Over here in Brisbane Wildlands. Down here is an exit that will take you into these two map zones that are available to core players. You don't have to have the expansions. The Silver Wastes and Dry Top. And those eventually lead into Verdant Brink, which is the first new map in Heart of Thorns. Where was I murdering them? Down here. Oh, I'm glad to help. For instance, generally, most of my characters, when I head in there, historically I was going in because I wanted hero points. But I didn't want to work my way through the opening story to get access. So I would normally take the faster route and just hoof it there. You know, fly or run before flying was available. Want to unlock full scrapper? Yeah, for sure. Now, be aware, there is a significant jump in difficulty in Heart of Thorns. That's 3 of 3 events. That was some more XP. We need more events. It's not unmanageable. It kind of was unmanageable when Heart of Thorns first came out. The ramp in difficulty was significant. Decided to stick with the engineer build until you've unlocked Scrapper fully. Yeah, that won't take too long. There are 9. Wrong button. There are 9 hero challenges in the first map. And I can solo 7 of them. So don't be surprised that if you run into some of those hero challenges, they're really hard, as they are meant as group challenge, but can be finished by very accomplished players. Spoiler, I'm not very accomplished. The Raptor mount will be a big improvement over no mount, just for basic ground travel. Getting from point to point will be a lot easier.
Ready for anything.
Ready for anything. Yes, and you can also just run past mods. Especially things, a lot of people, for instance, absolutely loathe and detest the pocket raptors. Because I was running my Guardian through there as my main. I never really had the problem. They're a group of small mobs that attack in a pack. And that makes them really annoying for some classes. I was on my Guardian. For Guardian, it was easy to deal with. You hit your 3 button to jump in. That blinds them all for 1 attack. You drop a seal, you spin, and they all fall over dead. But be aware, those and the smoke scales are particularly rough on newer players. I have more points. And that is all of those unlocked. We will be unlocking Paragon. This character is going to be a Paragon when he grows up. Okay, if he grows up. Like Engineer, it's been the most appealing because you can adapt to many situations and figured out combo fields and finishers. Yep. Loads of boons. Yep. And the play options are very large due to kits. You obviously you can't swap weapons like most other classes, but you do have kits. And they are a significant deal. Swap in and out of bomb and grenade. That's pretty common. Mortar, the elite, also has a very long range attack. It has, I think, a range 1500 attacks, where most other attacks in the game max out at 1200. For that, it is useful. For the range advantage, it is quite useful. That's its biggest advantage. Stop spinning at me! Oh my god, you're such a jerk! Using the drop pack thing. Oh, the supply crate? Yeah, that one's supposed to be good too. I've only used that a little bit, not a bunch. And how am I doing on my currently chasing thing event bit thing? Did I finish killing the Inquest? I defeated killing enough Inquest. Okay. You guys are in the clear. Have a nice day. They're probably not going to have a nice day. Healing turret. I know historically healing turret does get a lot of play, and I have used it a lot. It does have the issue that, obviously, as an environmental, it can be destroyed. So depending on the play, I might prefer to use something else, but I think it's a completely valid choice, especially in group play. And by group play, I don't mean like organized group play. I mean, oh, look, there's 8 of us killing this monster type group play. Group play. 78, that's a pretty quick 5 levels, I gotta say. Gun. My character casts gun. Pardon me as I go through all the motions here. Eating up a little bit more inventory stuff. Oh, platinum and Balthazar. Kitted out your engineer in full exotics. Yeah, it wasn't very expensive, was it, for the Berserker stats? And you are kitted out until you want to start doing at least like tier 2 fractals or better, or serious endgame rating. Bought the coins from the vault and got over 100 gold. Yep, that is exactly the right way for a relatively new player to kit themselves out. Inquest activity. Would you guys quit bugging me? Oh my god, my herald. You actually eventually meet your herald in Living World Season 4, I think? Yeah. 4? 3. 4. And they're a total non-entity. What else did I have for this map? I'll check. I need more lumber. Ancient wood. Everyone needs ancient wood. Us elderly folk particularly. Veterans. Was it actually one for... No, it was 3 tiers, so probably 10 of them. No, it's... Oh, okay. If I can find a couple more veterans, that would be nice. Lumber, veterans. We defeated the Inquest. Well, let's grab some more. Let's look around for some more hardwood. Put together a new player guide. That's always going to be welcomed by somebody. There's no telling how long it may sit around with nobody seeing it. But eventually someone will say thank you. I'm looking for another veteran or two to murder, please. Where might I find some veterans? Maybe the Inquest facility might have a couple of veterans. Never knew about the vault. Oh yeah, it was a really nice addition they did with Secrets of the Obscure. One of the things they wanted to do, I'm fairly certain, although it wasn't really, I think, ever made completely clear, is there were a lot of people who would have multiple accounts that they'd gotten cheaply, and they would log into all of their accounts every day, and they would get, over the course of 28 days, they would get a boatload of materials, and it kept certain material prices low, and certain people really rich. I have one alt account, and when I'm playing seriously, I was logging in every day on both accounts. So they didn't want to punish the players by taking away, a way for a lot of them to get access to things that maybe they're not able to get in many other ways. And so they came up with this as a way to encourage you not just to log in, but to actually play the game.
Adrenaline rising. Ready.
The currencies are overwhelming is a completely legitimate issue with the game. Now, a good deal of that is architectural in that, you know, the game was created in a particular fashion, and to make sure that basically all of the stuff that was relevant retains relevance, you kind of have to stick to certain game mechanics and stuff. And so a lot of maps have their own currency. And that's one way of looking at it, is that a lot of maps have a currency, a lot of specific quests or achievements will have a specific currency, and just think of them not so much as being specific to that map, even if they just show up in the general list. But you're right, the general list is kind of ridiculous. Oh, we have a veteran. Hi there.
Too strong. I feel
Take that.
strong.
And now I will spin for me to win and you to lose. He's not dying as quickly as I would like.
Gaining adrenaline. Feel the adrenaline.
Wish you would stop dropping the AoE. That's really annoying.
Getting up.
Got him. Oh, and he froze me. How nice. The Inquest. They bring bad things to life. Got to Tangle Root, which you assume is where you go to the level 80 zone. I think so. I can't tell in this character precisely. What's the name of the zone? I assume you're in Brisbane Wildlands, the far sort of southwest corner. Is that right? Yeah, southwest. Southwest, or in the middle of the south. Or middle of the west, I should say. Yeah, Dry Top and Silver Wastes. Dry Top is one of them, Silver Wastes is the other. Those were Living World Seasons maps that were brought in before Heart of Thorns was announced. Heart of Thorns was, the first announcement of Heart of Thorns was when the first person finished out the Living World story, Chapter 2. And you'd finish it out, you finish off Living World Season 2 story, and you got the announcement. That was how they announced it. Players finishing the Living World story were the first ones to know that the new expansion was coming. To say the community was shocked, stunned, amazed, and quite possibly sexually aroused is something of an understatement. Level 79. All right, that right there is where I'm hoping to find another veteran. As it is an inquest facility. Ooh, more wood to chop. And another vista. Really, just running around maps, grabbing vistas, POIs, and all that stuff is pretty good XP. Aha! No fly zones. Curses foiled again. We already killed enough Inquest. We don't really gain any advantage from killing more Inquest, other than killing Inquest. Good. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna give in. I'm gonna cheat. I'm so close, and yet I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use one of my books. One of my tomes. Yes, I think one of them is the entry to Dry Top, the other to the other one. I'm at 79, and I'm going to cheat. Where are the books? I need a book. Just one. I said just one. And level 80. I'm a dirty, filthy cheater. Dirty, filthy cheater, that's me. Because I wanted to get started. This may take 45 minutes, may take an hour. I'm going to be getting all of the hero points I need for Paragon. Like that. All of the endgame stuff is opened up. That's pretty much the only notice you get at level 80 as to what you're supposed to be doing or what you can be doing. You're actually limited on the amount of mail you can have in your mailbox. We are going to be training Paragon. But that's the new expansion content. Fortunately, with my new cosmetic conjured doorway, I can travel to the new housing instance of Camosis Isle. Oh, that's right. It's actually Lion's Arch we need to go. The connector is to Lion's Arch. My bad. I had forgotten. The old man's brain, you know, it's, what was I saying? Never mind. Couldn't have been important. And if you have unlocked the expansion and gotten to the island, your other level 80 characters can portal there. Doing the HOT and POF X packs before buying any of the more recent ones, mostly because you don't have the money to spend yet. There's an awful lot of play in those, especially if you want to push the masteries. The Heart of Thorns masteries, gliding is a lot. Itzel, Exalted, and New Hawk lores are less good, and Ancient Magics, not that much. But you're going to want gliding, and you're going to want some in each of the masteries for these as well, so you can talk to the NPCs and get advantages and stuff. Path of Fire is all of the other mount masteries. And the same is true for Living World Season 4. Griffin shows up after you've got all of the story done. Skyscale is Living World Season 4, and so on. It's a lot of grinding out. One thing to keep in mind for Heart of Thorns masteries is there is a particular event chain in the second map that gets done all the time. And so you may want to look for that. To find that, you go to here. Looking for game, looking for group, You go to Heart of Thorns, and you want Auric Basin. And here you can see they're running the meta. So you want Heart of Thorns. When you get to the second map, Auric Basin. There's a big meta run all the time. Whenever it's up, you can pretty much count on there being a group of 40 players most of the time doing it. And that will get you good XP and good mastery points. Or good, I should say good mastery XP specifically. Verdant Brink has a very long and cool meta. The Tangled Depths meta gets a lot of play. Dragon Stand gets played too. As you can see, there's currently a couple of meta trains there. Tangled Depths gets done less often, although it may not be running right now. And the Verdant Brink one probably isn't running right now either. This is the map for the latest expansion. Instead of increasing level cap, it's what, well, you know, you've got this character now, right? And he's got good, solid, exotic gear. It's not bleeding edge, but it's good enough for almost all the content, if not all of the content. Almost all of the content. And if you were to stop playing now and come back in 5 years, assuming the game is still expanding in 5 years, your character is every bit as relevant as he was previously 5 years ago. Yeah, I've said it before. I will say it again, obviously, because I'm old and I repeat myself. Guild Wars 2 is undoubtedly the best second MMO. If you enjoy MMOs and you enjoy playing other games and stuff,
These newcomers better pull their
Guild Wars 2 always will be welcoming you back. Because your characters haven't gotten out of date in the interim.
Sit around just stewing. Let it out. We'll help you carry your burden.
So what I'll be doing is I'll be running around, grabbing, well, always get your waypoints, boys and girls. And we got, I'll be grabbing the hero challenges.
Come set off some fireworks. These castaways can use morale.
Now, most of the hero challenges for this expansion are not fighting ones. They're basically mostly get to a place and click a clicky, like this one. I have done taken a character basically from 0 mastery to, or I should say 0 in a profession to 250 in a profession in 45 minutes. When you're running around Corteria grabbing hero points, you also grab the waypoints for later. Yep. Also, their XP. Everything gives XP. I missed something somewhere. Where did I miss it? I didn't miss it. It's just over there. This is Kanak's place. Spoiler! Sort of.
How do you feel about the waypoints?
And this is a hero
Being
point.
honest, don't know. Kind of nice that they're building an escape hatch.
See if you can handle your hot food.
Over there. Same as
I don't fear a spicy raptor wing.
And I've known nothing.
I will
else
eat
anyhow.
the spicy raptor wing. And it is very hot. Oh no! I screwed that up. What a, oh, that was exit. I needed to be drinking. taking the heal pot. I don't remember which it is. Sorry. Air challenge. Do I have to keep clicking? And that's the leave. Yeah, okay. I just needed to heal up from the hot food. And then every time the heal is up, use it to not die. Because it's a super hot wing. Are we there yet? Almost.
Kill them all.
Arrow point. All right. We can now start training Paragon. We're now training Paragon. Now I'm trying to remember where everything is. Because I haven't done the hero points here for a while. Did them a whole bunch in the first couple weeks of the expansion.
Heard this principal biomancer fella's
In I go. Another commune. More hero points. Might as well grab the Vista as well. Let's see. Here's another one. That is the Lovelorn Sailor, or possibly Pirate. I think he's a pirate.
Way out there, the open water.
We'll see if I can remember the optimal path for talking to him.
Lock and load.
You mind? I'm talking to this fellow. Stupid
Adrenaline
dragonflies.
rising. That's the stuff. Ready for anything.
Okay. I think it's 3. No. 3, 1. 3, 1. No. 3, 2, 3, 1. 3, 2, 3, 1. I remembered. Found your way to the first chapter in Heart of Thorns. Nice. Do keep in mind the mobs will be beefier and harder hitting than the ones in core. By a chunk. And mind you, they're a lot less tough than they used to be. When Hot first shipped, it was a bloody death fest. Bodies everywhere. And it's still significantly tougher than the core, but not as bad as it was. Oh, wrong way. Why, behind this waterfall? It's an inquest facility.
Experimentation continues apace. Wayfinder! Great to see you, pal. Agent Merrick here, undercover. So bad news, the animal tests they do in here are not pretty. Brain stuff, it's no joke. Good news, they set up the security in a hurry.
I will smash the box open because I'm a warrior. There is one hero challenge in for each profession in this expansion where you don't have to do any mechanic, and as a warrior I could just smash this box open. I'll read the note and eat the crumbs. The crumbs were tasty. guessed it, more Inquest. This might be a little bit dicey for this character. Let's find out.
Kill them all. Gaining adrenaline. Getting pumped.
Yeah, it is going to be a little bit dicey. I could die here. Hope not, but I could. There's 3 of them, and I can only kill one at a time because their other ones insist on staying at range instead of being polite and charging me like they should if they were any kind of welcoming host. They're not.
Adrenaline full. My leg.
I will commune with this place of power. I have communed with that place of power. Oh, got another player over there. And this one, you can actually just, even if you're under attack, you can just hit fire, and believe it or not, even more fire. That's enough to get the point. Because everyone just wants more fire. That's pretty much the standard answer to all problems for the Inquest is fire. It may not be ethical or moral. In fact, it's the Inquest, so it's neither ethical nor moral. In fact, they seem to place extra value on things that are neither ethical nor moral. POI. Got it. A cheesy getting of it, but that's fine. I'm fine with cheese. I like cheese. I don't get to eat cheese as often as I would like. How many calories? I'm making myself sad. And another commune. It is much, much, much faster to get your points in the new expansion than to go through multiple maps on Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire, which is how I used to do it. You know, there's some, like I said, I can manage 7 of the 9 hero points, hero challenges in the first map, Verdant Brink, in Heart of Thorns. And I can manage lots of them in Path of Fire, but you kind of have to move between both. Whereas here, you can get the whole thing done in under an hour once you know where to go. Missed that. Nope, did earn that one. That's the one that I'm probably not going... I might die here. Ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls. Children of all ages. This one actually requires... No, this one's not the one that requires a fight. It's the next one that requires a fight. And it's not like I'm actually spec'd out. I'm still using a lot of lower level gear. I don't actually have what would amount to a functional build. But he's going to have one when he grows up. He promises. Over here is a box we get to open up, and out comes a seriously badass piece of equipment. Plus, there's a mob that respawns right nearby who makes things more difficult. We kill the mob, we open the box, we fight the animated weapon inside the box. It kills us, probably. Unless there's another player around. All right, there's the Amalgam Inquest Assassin. Amalgam is the new elite specialization
I feel strong. Kill 'em all.
for engineer in the expansion.
Gaining adrenaline. Getting pumped.
I call it the Oozemancer, but technically it's the Amalgam. All right, we killed him. We open the box up. Oh, we probably need to... No, we'll take the chance that we don't aggro the crab, but probably we're going to aggro the crab. Now, it's an elite level mob, so that's actually problematic.
Adrenaline full.
As you can see, I've got boatloads of freaking days on me.
I feel strong.
I'm almost dead. Yeah, no can beat him. I peeled off 20% of his health. And I was not going to get a bunch more. I'm just not good enough with this class, at least not yet. Maybe never. I'm so ashamed. I'll get over it. And I'm over it. I'll sit here and commune. I'll feel better about myself. Well, I feel so ashamed about my failure to succeed at that particular hero challenge. I feel that I have been exiled and must leave this map to go to the next. The second map in the expansion. So I do hope they manage to stick the landing on this expansion, because they definitely did not in the two previous expansions. Why are the guilds warring? It's probably because of something you said, Kimmo. Why are you the way you are? We do have a player here. It is a veteran Shoya. And he just basically bazookaed me, and I have no idea why I died so fast, but I did. Oh, the other player died fast too, so I do feel a little better. And here comes another character, another player character, I should say. And one of them nuked me down. Did I not get the frickin' waypoint? Oh, I did. Okay. How are you, Kimmo, this evening? Did not say anything. You'll only answer questions in the presence of your lawyer. Do you know what pro se is? Let me put it this way. The event failed. There's an old saying that any lawyer who defends himself as a fool for a client, pro se is someone who is defending themselves, being their own lawyer. So, you are in the presence of your own lawyer if you choose to represent yourself. My brother's a retired lawyer. Did I get that one? No. That's dumb of me. What I'm doing right now, Kimmo, is running around and doing hero challenges, which is easy because I'm so goddamned heroic. And getting hero points and leveling up my abilities and such, so that when this character becomes completely fully grown up and everything, he'll be a full-fledged Paragon. I will commune with this place of power. You've been missed around here, Kim. Don't make me get all mushy. You wouldn't like me when I'm mushy. Well, give it some time. Let's see. So, you notice I just salvaged an item and got an achievement. Let's see how many times. I have salvaged 200 items, 402 items. That 402 times. That is 80,400 items. 80,400. You know, I gotta give it to the Inquest. They're evil and soulless and vile and cynical, and they've got a cool sense of fashion and style. You know?
Hard to see from
Hey,
here.
Wayfinder, you can handle a skimmer, right?
I recognize that voice. Anyone who's played Star Trek Online might recognize the voice of Obisek. Or, you know, might not, too. But that's the same voice actor. Very distinctive. Aha. And here... This will be Kimmo's favorite thing I do tonight. Boing.
You'll help me study Choyo locomotion, right?
Ready yourselves. This is going to be just a time trial for the race. Apparently it's underway, and here we go. I am a Choya. Imagine, well, actually, you don't have to imagine, just look at it. I'm, in essence, a big pineapple. I'm a racing pineapple. Okay, that was not exactly ideal. There we go. Yeah, I'm no regular pineapple. A racing pineapple. I'm built for speed.
This I'm good at.
The event was successful. That's not the end line, though. The end line is somewhere else. Fine, I'll take my goodies, though. Hero point earned. Hero points did not earn. Abacaxi, is that the Brazilian word for a pineapple? I gotta say, abacaxi is a much cooler word than pineapple. No offense to any pineapple lovers, but as a word, it's not that great. I am AFK for just a sec as I'm going to refill my coffee cup because I can't drink from an empty cup. That's science. Back. Abakashi. I do think Abakashi is cooler sounding. Well, I speak other languages like a native. I speak Portuguese like a native of California. Not of Portugal or Brazil, obviously. I do love linguiça, though. We covered that. It's a sausage. Most sausages, I'm kind of a given that I'm going to like them. Here we are, a nice up-close view of the inquest facility. Another challenge. This one's so challenging, you're not going to believe it. Oh, that's it. Challenging. Steak and cheese pie. Nice. It's chilly here. I should be clear. By my standards, it's chilly here. And so this evening I had a bacon and bean soup. That's day 2 of that. Probably having it again tomorrow night. It's good, and it's very warming, and filling. Tasty. But steak and cheese pie. Yeah. Cheese. Cheese is one of the things I miss most about watching my calories. I occasionally still have cheese, but I used to have cheese every day on my sandwich for lunch. Melty cheese. Always melty cheese. Oh my God. I'm doing it to myself now. Hey, how about some more training? 5 more points to go. Which is probably, what, 80 points? 70 points. So 7 more hero challenges. This one is an actual puzzle. I'll just start pushing buttons. Okay, let's see. Press the first button and then the third button. That should do it. See? You just gotta be smart. S-M-O-R-T. Smart. We'll grab this waypoint. Coming in. Coming in. Stay on target. Going to make a bean stew, caldo, pinto beans, blended bacon, linguiça, ground beef. There is not an ingredient you have listed that I would not enthusiastically chew and swallow. I frequently make bean dishes. Because I live alone, I don't have to worry about the after effects. Because they tend to be pretty low calorie and filling. And for me, losing weight is simple, not easy. It sucks, but it is simple. If I keep the calories down, I lose the weight. Core story, Zaitan, and that's a bit slow. Yes, the Zaitan story is long, and it has a notoriously disappointing finish. Both the storytelling in general are much better since then, and certainly Path of Fire and Heart of Thorns have the issues that you can complain about them, because of course you can. But they don't have that kind of limp disappointment at the end like Zaitan. He hates it when you call him limp, by the way, Zaitan. Beans make you fart if you don't soak them for some hours. Well, I always do an overnight soak. I got what, 15 and 25, 40 to go? Yep, 15 and 25. Why won't you mount? There we go. But I will still suffer some degree of gastrointestinal excitement, even with the soaked bean. You can also, I assume it's still commercially available, There historically is a product in the U.S. called Beano, which has an enzyme that counteracts the farty elements in beans. Oh! Took a sec for me to process that one. And this wasn't the one I thought it was. This is the one with the mushroom challenge, I think. Yep. Again, I might fail on this guy because he's kind of tough.
Kill him gaining adrenaline. Strong.
I feel strong. I mean, not like
Adrenaline
very
full.
strong. But after all, he's only a mushroom. How much damage could he possibly do? Answer: when he dies, he explodes, and that could kill you. So I'm gonna get out. I got out, didn't die, got the points. I'm a hero. Where'd I miss the one? 0 points earned. That's the one I missed. I think. Yeah. I have no idea. Oh, yeah. Arena net. We're so close to finishing off Paragon, I can almost taste it. Not sure what it tastes like. We did something. We completed another daily for defeating an elite enemy. I guess I'm just, I'm a natural. That probably something. Answer unclear. Ask again later. We need 25 points. We have 9. We need 2 more hero challenges. I hope he's wearing some kind of eye protection. Flying through that stuff, you know. Is there one back here? I do
There's
not
so much wild magic here, and
remember.
it's so closely entwined with the wildlife as well.
Nice looking vista,
We need
though.
to get samples for closer study before they're diluted by our presence here. I'd appreciate any amount you could gather. Your skimmer should be outfitted for it now.
Did I miss one? Yeah, there. That way. They went that away. That away. This away? Yeah, that away. No, this away. There's an elite Tyrannus man-eater fighting against some little critter that's just, you know, kind of innocent looking. Alright, how do I get into it? And does this bring the Tyrannus man-eater after me? Maybe it does.
You're just the sort of muscle I need for this.
Oh, we got pocket raptors. They escaped from Heart of Thorns. We need one more. Nice, cool looking building. Again, another group of critters with very cool architectural tastes. We don't want to fight the Spine Shell Impaler. He is a champion Spine Shell Impaler and has chunks of guys tougher than me in his stool. I think over here we've got another fight with another Tyrannus, the big one. Again, that's a tough one. I'd rather not face. So instead, since we only need one more hero challenge, I will bravely, courageously run away. It's a matter of practicalities. Why fight and maybe die when I can instead come over here and just get the hero challenge? Standing on a lily pad. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's Paragon time. Looks just like me, except I think I'm a little handsomer and my eyes don't have a golden glow. Well, now that we've done that, we have to kit this fellow out. I believe the current build is Berserker that we want. So what we'll do, Berserker stats, that is. We will go back to Mistlock Sanctuary. Mistlock Sanctuary is a purchasable pass. The reason a lot of people will buy these passes is because everything is in a very small area. All of the crafting stations, all the NPCs you're likely to need, bank, auction house, all of that stuff. I just wanted to sell my glob of globby gloop. I don't really need a glob of globby gloop. $2 gold, 64 silver waiting for me. So, armor. We'll just start with the chest. We go here, we go 80, because we're level 80. We want exotics, and the stats we want are power, precision, and ferocity. And ferocity, and we sort by price, and you'll note they're the Berserker set, and they have Berserker stats at 4 gold for the chest, or you can spend 1/10 as much and get the Devonas. So we're going to want all of the Devonas set. We'll buy that. Click on leggings, Devonas, gloves, Devonas, headgear, the goofy Devonas, boots, you guessed it, Devonas, shoulders, Devonas. Sadly, not that straightforward for back pieces and such. Accessories. The prices are significantly higher for these. But we will get 2 of these earrings because we have 2 ears. If we only had... Actually, we're a Char. We have 4 ears. You'd think we should be able... We should have a racial ability to wear 4 earrings. Makes sense. Amulet, we just need 1. Ruby. Ruby, Ruby, Ruby Soho. And 2 of them.
That looks valuable.
That looks valuable. we will wear all of this stuff, and then I will show you how awful it looks, and you'll understand why I am currently wearing an outfit instead. Let me deconstruct all of that stuff.
Target destroyed.
Put those away. Eat that.
Now I shall break you.
Ooh, legendary luck. Luck be a lady tonight. New information about the PoE event. I know they were working on stuff. Anything particularly juicy? I know they were going to be tuning on some of the specs. Wouldn't be surprised if my planned spec for going for the Herald of Agony has been nerfed. Number of changes to the Ascended classes. Yeah, that was pretty much expected. The previous event where they had this stuff, there were some obvious busted ass things. Not to put too fine a point on it. Alright, well, this is what my armor looks like, and now you know why I'm wearing an outfit instead. I believe for the legendary runes, I think we have scholars. Every area will have a random number of map modifiers. I think they had something similar to that. Obviously, it's been a while. Scholars, I think, is what we want for this. Yep. Let's copy that so we don't have to take our hands off every time. Copy. Scholar. That's the advantage to legendary runes and sigils. Well, I did not do myself any favors there with my fat fingering. Of course, Reflect is in the list, along with less recovery rate, no regen, and Leech Immune. Yeah, those are... sometimes it's obvious that the PoE devs either don't play their game or hate the people who do. No regen, Leech Immune, Reflects of various flavors. Upgrade, legendary rune, scholars, accept, yes. Oh my god. Upgrade, legendary rune, scholar, accept, yes. All right, God, we've got all of those done. All right. I know it's Dagger Axe is what it needs. Nice to know how they'll be random and build defining ones. So Smort, yeah, yep. That's them for sure. Them be Smort. let's drop that in there. For now, we can just go with, is it Thief? Recharge or resource cost. Gain increased strike. Well, that's not it. But it'll be a placeholder for now. This Dreambound Axe is a leveling item.
Threshold achieved.
And has no socket. But it's great for leveling. We also have the Great Sword, and that's in Bank Tab 1. Okay, then this one will go in Bank Tab 1, and we'll remove something else. Where is it? Where's the dream thingy? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Berserker's Pearl Needler. Short bow? Alright, well, we'll drop it down here for later for another build for something else. Clearly, I need more bank tabs. I'm just saying. He doesn't need more bank tabs. Let's see, we need an axe and a dagger. I don't want to go with one of the ascended ones. The haunted axe. Power, precision, ferocity with a sigil of force. Seems fine to me. And we got a dagger. Power, precision, Kandi. That's not ideal. All right, then. Do we have choosy boxes? Because choosy lens chooses items. A-bomb weapons, chromatic weapon, skin choice. Wait, what? Did I pick up that second box of legendary gloves? I must have. I don't even remember that. My God, the brain is definitely turning into cottage cheese. Boots. Lounge choosy box. Boxes of captured light. I'm going to go ahead and use the last of those. Those are assassin stats, and those are close enough. For the Volcanic Stormcaller dagger. Alright, that one has force already. No, that one has force. I'm not sure which one this is supposed to have. But we'll, at least for now, we'll throw in one of the legendary sigils. And we'll go with, I guess, accuracy. Gets us up to 60% crit. Right. Let's see. Those all have everything they need. We just need a backpack, and we are essentially end game ready. Oh, we need a build, too. Okay, yeah, that. Let's see, we have a Choya Psionic Tonic. Koss on Koss, which sounds like a very strange porn. Let's pretend I didn't say that. No other back items, huh? Wrong box. Or dude. Armor. Back. don't need the attributes. Do we have exotics? I don't think we have exotics at 80, do we? Oh, we do. Okay. They're not cheap. Yeah, the cheapest is $8 dues. Fine. And that needs an accessory upgrade component. I do have plenty of chunks of pure jade. And, you know, those are close enough. Well, I'll take a chunk. A chunk will be good enough for me. Let's see, petrified Echovald, that's Condi. Yeah, we'll have a chunk of pure jade. Close enough. We put that on our back. Go us. Throw that away. And now we are completely kitted out with everything except an aqua breather, water weapons, and the offhand weapon. Do we have any crappity ass spears? Asking for a friend. Looks like no. We only have asparagus spears. I was looking in the wrong tab. Feel free to mock me. I can deal with it. They're so mean. No, we don't. All right, what's the cheapest one? What's the cheapest one? Wrong again. Right. Weapons, spears. Level 80. And exotic. Yeah, about half a gold. That's assassin stats again. That's probably fine. 30 silver. Sold. There we go. We are now completely kitted out with
Remarkable.
endgame adequate gear, I should say, I suppose. That still needs a second upgrade. We can throw in the legendary sigil and just get that forces. So the only things we don't have are the water gear. That's it. The rest of it is all end game ready. I didn't select stats on that. I should probably do that. We'll go with Berserkers. There we go. Now we are completely kitted out. Except as far as appearances go, I can't do that stupid character. We will remove the outfit, although it served quite well, I think. The Char version of the Cook outfit is a little bit Cenobite-like, for those of you who've seen Hellraiser, with the butcher's tools, meat hooks and stuff dangling, and a mask that looks like Hannibal Lecter. We turn this off, and now we look like high comedy. Time to change that. I do have standards. Might be hard to believe. Let's see. I can be an admiral, or a commodore, I guess. Like the glowing eyes. I'm not a fan of the big floopy hat that my horns peek out through. We can go for the dragon look. Kind of like that. let's see what we can find for the rest of the gear. Those are a little bit World of Warcraft sized. Do like the Scriveners, they're cool. Lion Captain. Oh, I like him as a Lion Captain Dragon Char. Let's see if we've got the Lion Captain for the rest, too. No? Just the shoulders? Are you kidding me? Just the shoulders. Son, I am disappointed. I do like the shoulders, though. Right, what else we got for the chest piece, then? Ward Knight. That actually isn't bad. Yeah, I can make that work. I think I can make that work. Sorry, it's a Guild Wars 2 thing, guys. Guild Wars 2 players know. They understand me. They get me. I'm actually kind of liking that. Let's apply, and let's get to work with the dyes. Right. We're going to need a gold and a red. That's not quite it. Aureus or Golden Lion? Let's check on both of those. I think that one's the one. I always need you, Kimmo. You bring the awesome. You're aware of this. That will be added to my favorites. Ruby red is probably a bit much. Not bad there, actually. Where's darkness? Where is darkness, my old friend? I always need darkness as one of my favorites. It's just such a great dye. Oh, it's already favorited. Duh. Let's see. Kind of like the black and gold, gotta say. And then some flavor of red, I think. Crimson Lion. How can I not use Crimson Lion when we've got, you know, lions? Oh, that's the black. For that, we need the gold. Not a great match on that gold. How about we try the Aureus? That's a little closer. You know, we don't play around here at Guild Wars 2 when it comes to our cosmetics. We take this deadly seriously. Enameled and Blaze is another one of my favorites. It almost always finds a way into my dyes. I gotta say, I may go with that instead of the black. seriously cooking now. We can use the black then as an accent color. Now we're getting somewhere. Maybe a silver. Silver satin. All right, now I need to... Oh, yep, that's working. This is going to be one lucky char. The ladies will not be able to resist him. And that can go. And now, time to give him a face. Start with the black, the darkness. Ooh, that gives him sort of a silver look. Where's the abyss? Shadow abyss. Yeah, now we're talking. That kind of works for me. Yeah. Yeah, now we're talking. There we are. He now has his full appearance completed. I give you Nux Knifeheart. Paragon. Oh, he needs a new backpack. That backpack is not cutting. Backety packety. All right. All right, Nux. What kind of backpack are we looking for Nux? The Salmon of Knowing? No, I don't think so. Elegant Noble? He does look pretty cool. Check the dies on that, and I think we would be... Let's see, Redemption. No. Why would that go that color when I'm... That just very strange. There we go. That's Nux Knifeheart, ready to take on the world. Level 80, the cap. In-game capable gear. Nice transmog. With the jaw color, he's got a little bit of Deathwing look. You know, with the little two-color jaw action, a little bit of Deathwing going on. Wearing human-type armor and everything just to rub the humans' noses in it as a char. Yeah, that works. And we have completed this character. 4 more to go, I think, to get to the cap, and then we'll have 45 characters at the cap. Cuckoo. 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 But I think I'm going to call it here for the evening. I want to thank each and every one of you for hanging out. As always, I am very, very appreciative. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand, with more of my standard nonsense. Back here in Guild Wars 2, I don't know, maybe, but I'd say probably not. But a week from tomorrow, definitely. A week from tomorrow, they're rolling out the new looking for raid finder. I've signed up to be part of a group of other Guild Wars 2 streamers, including Engelbert Meow, Iron Maiden, Madagon, Jukebox, Praying Mantid, Malcolmus TV, and others. And so I might actually stream at my usual time and then stream later when the group is going to get together for our first batch of getting our butts kicked. But that is a week from tomorrow, not tomorrow. Got it? Good. I'm going to call it here. Again, thank you all very much for hanging out. Hopefully you'll see me soon. I hope the rest of your night, Tuesday morning goes okay. And as always, because I'd like to give the people who hang out here a reasonable and achievable goal, I hope the rest of your week doesn't suck. Back tomorrow. Take care and ciao for now. Bye, guys.